It starts with a cough, not a sick cough, not a smoker's hack. It is a dry little thing, a tickle you cannot scratch. Then comes the warmth. A pleasant heat spreads through your chest. It feels like drinking hot tea on a cold day. You think nothing of it at first. Maybe it is just a stubborn cold. You visit a doctor just to be safe. They run their tests. They scan your lungs with worried expressions. The doctor comes back with a tablet in his hand. His face is pale. He shows you the image on the screen. It is a scan of your chest. There is a light inside your lungs. Not a reflection, not a tumor. It is a soft, pulsing luminescence. It swirls like a newborn galaxy. The doctor has no words. He has no diagnosis for this. He calls it impossible. He calls it a miracle. You just call it Tuesday. A very, very weird Tuesday. You go home with a clean bill of health and a chest full of what looks like the night sky. The warmth is constant now. It is a gentle companion in the quiet of your apartment. You find yourself staring into mirrors. You try to see the light through your own skin. Sometimes you think you can. A faint golden glow. The light is no longer quiet. It does not speak in words. It has no voice. Instead, it fills your mind with images. You see streams of cosmic dust. They twist and collapse into burning spheres. You witness the birth of stars. You feel their violent, beautiful lives. You are standing in your kitchen. You are trying to make a sandwich. Suddenly, you are not there. You are floating in a silent purple nebula. Infant suns warm your face. You feel the slow, patient pull of gravity. It is the universe's own heartbeat. The sandwich is forgotten. The visions grow more intense. You see the end of things. Red giants swell and swallow their worlds. They puff away their outer layers in silent screams. You watch white dwarfs cool to black cinders. You witness the final, lonely flickers of light. It is a graveyard of suns, and you are its silent observer. This is the gift of the light, the history of everything that burns. It is a story told without language, a grand and terrible epic unfolding inside you. The whispers of dying suns are your new reality. You are not just a man anymore. You are a library of fallen stars. Your secret starlight does not stay secret for long. One clear evening, they arrive. 7 ships. They are long and jagged, like shards of obsidian hanging in the sky. They do not enter the atmosphere. They just sit there, high in orbit, silent and menacing. Every government on Earth denies they are ours. Panic spreads faster than any news report. People stare at the sky with a mix of awe and terror. Experts appear on every screen. They offer theories. They try to calm the public. But nobody knows what to think. Nobody except you. You know why they are here. You can feel it. A cold, sharp sensation. It is the feeling of being watched. Their sensors are not scanning the planet. They are not searching for resources or military targets. Their focus is narrow. It is precise. Their invisible beams are pointed directly at you. You are sitting in your living room. The TV is showing images of the alien fleet. Every eye on the planet is turned upward. But the aliens are looking down. They are looking past cities, past countries, past your own roof. They are staring at the impossible light inside your lungs. You are the reason they crossed the void. The light in your chest flares. It is not with warmth this time. It is with a cold, sharp understanding. The visions shift. You no longer see the birth of stars. You see them consumed. You see fleets of dark ships. They surround suns like parasites. They drain them of their fire. You see beings clad in dark, polished armor. They have no faces, only smooth, reflective masks. They move with an unnerving purpose. They are hunters, scavengers of cosmic power. The light gives you their name. It fills your thoughts with a single, dreaded word. Harvesters. Their purpose is simple and horrifying. They hunt for rare, concentrated forms of energy. They seek out cosmic anomalies, things that should not exist. A star inside a man's lungs. That is the rarest energy of all. You are a feast, a delicacy they have traveled across galaxies to claim. The knowledge settles in your soul like ice. These are not explorers. They are not diplomats. They are cosmic poachers. And you are their prize. The light within you, this miracle of creation. It is also a beacon, a dinner bell for the hungriest things in the universe. They are not here to say hello. They are here to collect. They do not wait for an invitation. A hole opens in the ceiling of your apartment, not with an explosion. The material just unfolds, like a papercraft project in reverse. Through the opening descends a metal arm. It is thin and silver. It ends in a cage of delicate, needle-like claws. The arm moves with silent, fluid grace. It ignores your furniture. It ignores your spilled coffee. It is coming for you. The claws spread wide. They are designed for a gentle but inescapable grip. To pluck the strange fruit from your chest. Your heart hammers against your ribs. Fight or flight kicks in. But you are frozen. The claws are inches from your chest. You can see your own terrified reflection in their surface. You do not think. You do not plan. You just react. You gasp. Not in. Outside, a single, sharp exhalation. It is not air that leaves your lips. It is a torrent of pure, liquid starlight. The blast is silent but overwhelming. It is a river of gold and white fire. It strikes the metal arm. The advanced alloy vaporizes instantly, not melts. It just ceases to exist. The torrent continues upward. It punches a perfectly clean hole through your building and through the sky above. For a moment, you have created your own sunrise. Then, there is only silence and the faint smell of ozone and burnt metal. The hole in your ceiling is a problem. Your landlord will not be happy. But you have a bigger issue. You have just revealed your power. You need to run. But where do you go? The light in your chest gives you an answer. It pulls you in a specific direction. It is a gentle but insistent tug. A homing beacon in your soul. It does not show you a vision this time. It gives you a feeling, a sense of familiarity, a sense of origin. You follow this strange, internal compass. You leave your apartment. You leave the city behind. The trail leads you to the desert, miles of empty sand and rock under a worried sky. The alien ships are still up there, unmoving, waiting. You wonder if they are sending another probe, or something much worse. The pull in your chest grows stronger. It leads you to a specific, barren valley. There, half buried in the sand, is a ship. It is not like the harvester vessels. This one is ancient. Its hull is covered in strange, swirling patterns. It looks like it crashed here centuries ago. A ghost ship in a sea of sand. The light inside you pulses with recognition. You have come home. To a place you have never been. The ship has no visible doors. But as you approach, a section of the hull melts away. It forms a perfect, shimmering archway. An invitation. You step inside. The interior is dark and silent. Dust motes dance in the single beam of light from the entrance. It feels like a tomb. A soft light flickers to life ahead of you. It is a single, glowing console. As you get closer, a voice speaks. It is not a voice of metal or machine. It sounds like 1,000 whispers speaking at once. It is ancient and tired, but it is also kind. "Welcome, inheritor," the voice says. The words echo in the silent chamber. "I am the vessel's caretaker, the last servant of the Forerunners." The AI explains your impossible gift. It is not an accident. It is an inheritance, a final, desperate act of a dying race. The Forerunners were a species of pure light and energy. They saw their own end coming. They chose to preserve their essence. They condensed a universe of their power into a single seed, a seed they sent across the void, looking for a worthy vessel, looking for you. This derelict ship was its cradle. You were its destination. The AI's voice turns grim. The inheritance comes with a terrible burden. The harvesters are not the true threat. They are merely scavengers, jackals that follow a much greater predator. The AI shows you a new vision, one that chills you to the bone. You see a darkness that is not just the absence of light. It is an active, hungry void. It moves between the galaxies. It consumes everything. Stars, planets, life. It leaves nothing behind but absolute, total emptiness. A silence where creation used to be. The AI gives it a name that feels like a curse. The silence. It is not a race. It is not an empire. It is a fundamental force of cosmic destruction, an anti-God devouring its own creation. It hunts for the universe's greatest sources of light, and you are now one of them. The harvesters detected your birth. They came to steal the prize before the master arrived. They are a symptom of a much larger disease. Winning against them means nothing. It just rings the real dinner bell louder. You thought you were in a fight for your life. You are actually in a war for all existence. Suddenly, the landlord seems like a pretty small problem. You must learn, the Forerunner AI insists. Its voice fills the dusty control room. The power within you is creation itself, but it is wild, untamed. You must forge it into a weapon. The training begins immediately. There's no time to waste. The AI guides you. It teaches you to look inward, to see the roiling nebula in your lungs, not as a chaotic storm, but as an instrument. You learn to feel the currents of energy, the flows of light and gravity. It is like learning to breathe all over again. Your first lesson is control. The AI creates holographic targets inside the ship. You are told to focus, to take a small piece of your inner universe, and project it. Your first few attempts are messy. One breath sends a miniature sun into the wall. It melts a dinner plate-sized hole in the ancient metal. Oops. Slowly, you gain mastery. You learn to shape the energy. You create a tiny, swirling galaxy in your palm. You forge a spear of solidified starlight. You weave a shield of gravitational force. You are not just a man with stars in his lungs anymore. You are a human nebula, a living, breathing weapon of cosmic power. The world did not stay quiet. Your little light show in the city was seen. Satellites tracked the energy burst. It led them straight to your apartment. Then it led them to the desert. While you were training, humanity was watching. They saw the harvester probe vaporize. They saw you walk into the desert alone. Governments and armies were in chaos. What were you? A weapon? An alien? A new kind of threat? But then they saw the harvester ships. They saw the silent menace hanging over their planet. They connected the dots. You were not the enemy. You were the answer. News channels change their tone. Fear turns into a strange, desperate hope. You are no longer a mystery. You are their champion, their David against a fleet of Goliaths. Leaders of nations hold emergency meetings. They speak your name in hushed, reverent tones. They decide to bet everything on you. One day, the AI shows you an external view. A convoy of military vehicles is approaching the ship. They are not here to attack. They stop a respectful distance away. A single figure gets out. A general. She holds a device. Her message is broadcast on all frequencies. We do not know what you are, but you are fighting for us. Tell us what you need. Humanity stands with you. You do not need their tanks or their jets. You only need one thing: information. The general's people are masters of listening to the sky. They track the harvester fleet's every move, their communications, their energy signatures. They become your eyes and ears, while you become their sword. The time comes to strike back. The harvesters have sent a smaller ship down, a scout vessel sniffing at the edges of the atmosphere. They are testing Earth's defenses. It is time to give them a test of your own. You step out of the Forerunner ship. You stand under the open sky. The general and her soldiers watch from their convoy. They see you look up. You take a deep, calm breath. You are not just inhaling air. You are drawing in the cosmos inside you. The light in your chest burns brighter than ever before. You can feel the power of 1,000 suns, waiting to be unleashed. You exhale. A thin, focused beam of white-hot energy lances into the sky. It moves faster than light, faster than thought. Miles above, the harvester scout ship simply vanishes. There is no explosion, no debris. It is just gone, erased from existence. On the ground, the soldiers can only stare. They have just seen one man destroy an alien warship. It is humanity's first taste of victory, and it is glorious. Your victory does not go unnoticed. Destroying the scout ship was like lighting a flare in the dark. The remaining harvester fleet reacts. Their formation tightens. You can feel their focus intensify. A mix of anger and something new. Fear. They did not expect this. But someone else was watching too. Someone far away, across the terrifying emptiness between galaxies. Your display of power has reached the true enemy. The silence sends a message. It is not transmitted through radio waves. It is not light or sound. It is a wave of pure psychic dread. It washes over the entire planet. Every man, woman, and child feels it at once. A sudden, cold certainty of their own doom. A vision of a black, starless sky. Hope dies for a moment. All across the world, people fall to their knees in despair. The message is simple. That light is ours. You feel it most of all. The message hammers at your mind. It shows you the futility of your struggle. It shows you galaxies extinguished like candles. It is a promise of utter annihilation, a challenge from the dark. The silence knows you exist, and it is coming for you. The true war has just begun. The psychic attack fades, but a grim reality remains. You turn to the Forerunner AI. You ask how this can be fought. How can anyone stand against such an enemy? The AI's light inside the ship dims. Its voice is heavy with an ancient sorrow. It is time for the final lesson, the final truth. The seed of the Forerunners is a vessel of creation, the AI says. But it is also a key. It can unlock your own potential, the potential of your species. The AI explains that humanity has a unique spark, a resilience and fire that the Forerunners admired. That is why they chose you. The power inside you is not just their gift. It is a catalyst. It is meant to merge with your own human spirit, to become something new, something the silence has never faced before. But this transformation has a price, a terrible, irreversible price. To win this war, you cannot just wield the power. You must become the power. You must let the star-born energy consume your physical form. Your consciousness will merge with the light. You will cease to be a man. You will become a star, a living, thinking star, a legend. But you will be gone. This is the price of becoming their hope. There is no choice to make. You knew it from the moment the silence spoke. You cannot let your world die. You cannot let that darkness win. You tell the AI you are ready. You say your goodbyes, not to anyone in person, but to the world itself. You watch one last sunrise. You feel the wind on your skin for the last time. Then they arrive. The sky rips open, not with a clean tear like the harvesters, but a ragged, bleeding wound in reality. From this void emerges the silent fleet. They are not ships of metal. They are holes in space. Shapes of absolute blackness against the stars, they move toward your sun, ready to devour it. You walk out into the desert one last time. The human soldiers watch in silence. They know what is about to happen. The AI has told them. You look up at the approaching darkness. You are not afraid. You feel a strange sense of peace. Your purpose is clear. They have come to swallow your sun. You will give them a new one instead. You take your final breath. But you do not exhale. You let it all in. You welcome the universe inside you. The light in your lungs explodes. It does not just fill your chest. It fills your entire being. Your body dissolves into pure, brilliant energy. For one moment, you are everything. You are a god of light. Then, you give it all away. A new star is born in the skies of Earth. It is not yellow like your old sun. It is a brilliant, defiant white and gold. It erupts from the desert floor, a pillar of creation's fire. It rushes to meet the encroaching darkness. The silent fleet, these avatars of nothingness. They halt. They have never encountered a light so fierce. The new star does not just shine. It fights. It pushes back the void. It burns with the fire of 1 billion forerunner souls and the stubborn, unbreakable will of one human being. The darkness cannot consume it. The light is too strong, too pure. The silent fleet wavers. Then it breaks. It flees back to the spaces between. Defeated, you are gone. Your body, your voice, your life. All of it was fuel for that final, glorious fire. But you are not forgotten. You are in the sky. Every day, humanity looks up and sees 2 suns, their old, familiar star, and the new one. The bright, fierce star that saved them, the one they call hope. Humanity is no longer afraid of the dark. They have your light to guide them. They build new ships. They reach for the cosmos. They are no longer just a species from a small blue planet. They are the children of a star. Your star. And they carry your legacy into the endless night, charting their course by the hope you became.